We believe there's a better way and a better life for financial advisors. We here at the Lombardi Group have turned the traditional business model on its head and created a disruptive innovation in the industry. We know there are two key things we want more of: time and money. This model has allowed advisors across the country, whether they've had 2 years experience or 40, to make the money they always dreamed of while having more time for the things they love. I'm Alex Sonkin, and this has changed my life. Take 15 minutes and let me give you access to this innovation. What is the big lie in our industry? The referral model works and the end users who we want. The thought is leveraging our time and developing referral-based relationships with attorneys and CPAs will result in consistent business. On paper, this makes sense, but anyone who tries this approach knows it doesn't really work. Every day, leading CPAs and attorneys who represent affluent business owners worth between $5 million and $300 million are approached by financial advisors who want to partner up. The CPA looks at the financial advisor and sees no primary value besides the hope of getting a referral for new business. When it comes to referring financial advisors' business, it's a lose-lose for the CPA. If the financial advisor fails to perform in any way, the CPA's relationship with their client is in jeopardy. On the other hand, if the financial advisor does a great job for the client is telling the advisor's story, not the CPA's, to his affluent friends and associates. The CPA has nothing to gain. This isn't the real problem though. For CPAs, there are two major problems with how they do business. One, they are so inundated trying to please not only their A clients, but also their B and C clients. These B and C clients are not very profitable and take up all of their time. The second problem is they're not equipped nor trained to really solve the problems of their A clients, who have a lot of moving parts and issues. Look at this article from the Huffington Post. 2/3 of Fortune 500 companies pay no federal corporate income tax. The affluent business owners are starting to expect elite tax planning solutions from their CPAs so they can achieve the same results. This article from CPA Trends points to the fact that high net worth individuals are not happy with the value they're getting from their current CPA. There are a million reasons why it's frustrating to be a financial advisor today. The end users who we are constantly chasing are being sold and pitched ideas every minute of the day. The end user simply does not want to hear any more offers from any more salespeople. Your closing ratios are going down. You're spending more time and more marketing dollars while working harder and making less money. The recent scandals that have rocked our industry created a vacuum of trust. We're the bad guys in the world's eyes. Your traditional markets are shrinking because we have outsourced our middle class and our upper middle class to emerging markets. You are not the center of influence. The CPA is in the way because they are the center of influence for the end user. Put yourself in the affluent business owner's shoes. Be honest. Are you really looking for a financial advisor to increase your investment returns and reduce your portfolio risk? Or would you rather have your CPA reduce your taxes by $500,000 or more? "17 years ago, Anthony Lombardi was doing what you're doing now and was finding tremendous success as a financial advisor. He had closed a couple big cases, but it was getting harder and harder to repeat this process. CPAs were getting in the way. Anthony realized that he didn't have a relationship with the ultimate decision maker for the clients he wanted to work with. He gambled and took a whole year off of work to figure out exactly what CPAs wanted and needed. After hundreds of lunches and meetings, Anthony Lombardi found a better way, and in that, a better life. Ever since then, he's been refining and perfecting this model so that it's repeatable and so he can give it to you. We all understand that timing is everything. Here's an article from the Journal of Accountancy talking about the major shift in the CPA industry. The CPA's clients are demanding they be more, that they be everything to them. The thought leaders in the CPA industry are telling them they need to evolve into a trusted business advisor. They can't just do taxes. They need to know tax mitigation strategies, estate planning, business succession planning, and key employee retention strategies that the traditional CPA is not equipped to address these issues. The tax code is 80,000 pages and counting. It's impossible for any one person to master 10%, let alone the whole thing. If that's the case, then how are Fortune 500 companies paying no taxes? As a financial advisor with access to the Perfect Client system, you are perfectly positioned to help CPAs evolve into the trusted business advisor they need to be. We know how, and this is the perfect opportunity we're presenting to you. When you look at the current financial landscape, it becomes obvious you need to shift your focus away from the end user and to the needs of the CPA. The key is to become primary, critical, and essential to the CPA so that the CPA can become irreplaceable in the eyes of their best clients. We've been perfecting exactly how to do this for the past 17 years. There are two keys. You need to first develop the relationship with the CPA. Then you need to provide them with the tools they need to deliver the value their best clients expect. This has never been done in training or education in our industry. Stop looking for referrals and start helping CPAs. The perfect client model begins with relationships. You cannot do what you need to without a strong relationship with a CPA. We train you how to sit down with any CPA in the world and create a series of aha moments that enlighten the CPA as to his own inefficiencies. This will all grow organically once you stop looking at CPAs as a referral source and start to look at them as a business owner with a unique set of challenges and inefficiencies. We teach financial advisors exactly what those challenges are and how to address them in a way that is irresistible to a CPA. When this happens, you are eliminating risk and creating a win-win-win situation for all parties involved. Once you know how to create and foster relationships with powerful centers of influence, Perfect Client will empower you with the tools to deliver the value CPAs need. One of the biggest challenges for CPAs is they only have access to the information they know. All they have is their limited network of other CPAs, attorneys, and financial advisors that are limited to the same knowledge base. What they need is a team of specialists who are leaders in their respective areas of the tax code. At Perfect Client, we look at your knowledge like a pie chart. There's a section for what you know, a section for what you know you don't know, and lastly, a section of what you don't know you don't know. That is where Perfect Client Platform comes in. Plug in what you know to what we know and be the complete integrated solution. Once you are a Perfect Client Advisor, you'll have access to the best, not just good, the leading experts in ERISA, non-qualified plan design, trust and estates planning specialists, income tax mitigation specialists across all 80,000 pages of the tax code. Now you as a Perfect Client Advisor can bring value to any CPA you want. With this approach, using our specialists or the team of your choice, CPAs will grant you access to their biggest clients, something they would never refer out. Let's look at one recent example from a Perfect Client Advisor. A financial advisor was working with a business owner with a net worth of about $10 million to help him with a plan to reduce his income taxes, eliminate market risk, create predictable retirement income, and protect his estate. He loved the plan, and so did his wife. They set up a meeting for the advisor to meet with their CPA to get his blessing. The CPA was very polite and asked some seemingly benign questions at the meeting. The advisor thought he had a great opportunity to not only close this case, but to continue working with the other clients of that CPA. Then he got the call that they wanted to hold off and their CPA was not comfortable. Does this sound familiar? After developing a relationship with one of the most respected CPAs in town, taking him through our educational process where he was able to get his arms around a number of proactive planning strategies, he called the Perfect Client Advisor about a client that was paying over $2.5 million in taxes on $6 million worth of income. The Perfect Client Advisor met with the CPA to prepare him for his upcoming year-end tax planning meeting with this client. They discussed a number of possible strategies that included a qualified plan option, a non-qualified plan alternative, a captive, an employee stock ownership plan, and the CPA added about 3 of his own ideas. Because the company was growing so quickly and adding new employees, the census was not stable enough for a defined benefit plan. They were not yet ready for a captive, but perhaps within a couple years that would be a better fit. The non-qualified solution was perfect and saved this client over $2.5 million in taxes over the first few years of the plan. The total compensation for the perfect client advisor was over $850,000. The difference is clear. Going after end users and looking for referrals is the way of the past. Supporting CPAs and empowering them to become irreplaceable to their very best clients is the strategy that provides consistent and predictable results for all parties. Take advantage of Anthony Lombardi's 17 years of perfecting this approach and join him for a 3-day intensive training event where you will learn how to identify the correct CPAs to talk to, how to deliver the irresistible value proposition to CPAs, and how to deliver solutions to the CPA's best clients through the Perfect Client platform. This intensive training event will be followed by 12 months of ongoing education and support. Look at sports. The best athletes hire the best coaches. If you believe in yourself, if you think you're worth it, you need to invest in your career. Anthony Lombardi is not only an innovator, but now considered to be the premier coach in the financial industry. Keep doing what you're doing, or spend 3 days with us at the Perfect Client event and change your business and your life. Call Scott Johnson, and if you qualify to be a Perfect Client advisor, you can begin your journey to a better way and a better life.